It's about 11 in the morning, and I am in Temecula, about maybe 50 miles away from home. But anyways, why am I in Temecula? I came down here to meet up with a guy that had 95 to 98 Honda Odyssey spindles or knuckles. These are them. They are 5 lug. It's pretty mint condition. Other downside to one of them is that it does have a CV boot connection with the spindle nut on it. So I gotta either heat that up with a torch and try to take it off. And I definitely want to get new hubs, 95 to 98 Honda Odyssey hubs, a new plate, and some new hardware. So that's pretty much why I came down here, to pick those up. And it's off to get my morning fix at Starbucks. So let's start heading on over there, shall we?
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. Cause I don't fucking care at all. You've been out all night, I don't know where you've been. You never know you.
She's leaving. So I'm gonna head on home. I'm gonna try taking off that spindle nut off of the 5 lug hub. We're back in the Mata garage, and we are working on the 5 lug spindles that I picked up from the guy out in Temecula. Like I was saying earlier, one of the spindles had a spindle nut that was seized on the axle. So the guy that had these said that he tried everything, using an impact and WD-40 and everything. One thing he didn't try, he didn't use a torch. I've had this for about a couple of months. I picked it up at AutoZone for about 20 bucks. And what I did is I used the torch on the nut. I let it sit. I got some WD-40 and I sprayed it between the threads and on the back of the bolt. And then I got a 36 millimeter socket and put it on an impact. I impacted the shit out of the bolt and it finally came off. So if you could see that, there's a lot of, I guess you could say it's stripped. I tried the best I could and I actually got it out. So now this is the spindle, the hub, and the other axle, or the other piece of the axle is behind the spindle. And basically all it does is, if it wants to come out, this is the other part of the axle that he said he couldn't get off. So that's out of the way. So now I gotta get a new 95, 98 Honda Odyssey hub, and gotta get a new brake plate. Clean this up, paint it up a little bit, and it should look brand new. So there is a downside to working on these spindles. So what I noticed while trying to remove the spindle or the bearing bolts, the 4 of them, did try removing the ball joint up here. While I was trying to hammer it out, I noticed that it was hitting up against this bearing. So I don't know, I think I would have to actually take the bearing out first with the hub, and then I could remove the ball joint. I was able to remove the other ball joints off of my Pops 91 Accord and on my blue Cb7 as well that I used to have. It was no problem. All I would have to do is stick the ball joint in and I wouldn't have to worry about it hitting the hub, or the bearing I should say. So in the meantime, I'm not going to worry about this right away, because I still need to, of course, get a good caliper setup. I would like to run Acura RL calipers, the 4-piston calipers, on this setup. And I also need to pick up the rims that I'm looking at getting. The rims that I would like to get would be the Acura RL or the Acura TL wheels. Rotor setup, I don't really know what I want to run. I was thinking about getting some 350Z rotors and, like I said, Acura RL calipers. But I think to play it safe, I might just get the Odyssey rotors. In the meantime, I'm just gonna get all those parts that I need to get. But to end this video, I'm going to show you what I did to the Accord. I managed to get 90 to 91 Honda Accord clear corner turn signals. For most of you that follow me on Instagram, you probably have already seen that. They did come with amber bulbs, which is a pretty good combination, but it doesn't look that great with amber turn signals or amber bulbs. So I'm thinking about switching it up with some LED white bulbs. I did do my surround sound in my car, or my sound system. I put a Pioneer sub with a 400 watt Boss amplifier, and I did my own custom wire setup. Sounds pretty good. It bumps pretty good. So that's basically all I've done to the Cb7 so far. There's a lot of things I still need to do. Cb7 is progressing in each video, and I'm looking forward to doing these update videos for you to keep not only myself preoccupied, but to keep you entertained. Hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you next time in the next video.